Welcome everybody to Wednesday's DJ Shit Show. It is Wednesday the 21st. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. I have two things I want to say about things you guys said in the chat. And then we'll get right to it. I'm gonna say it now and then so I don't forget. The first thing was Victor's comment about the gold bond powder. The problem with the aerosol spray one I had that I showed you guys where it like sprayed it, it doesn't spray. It like where I need it is under things. And I don't know if it's the angle to which, you know, because there's such a heavy load down there. I gotta lift, and I almost need a crane to get those up. I need some sort of pulley system to get those raised high enough to get under. And as a result of me having to angle that thing, it doesn't spray. It doesn't spray. I'm back to powder. I can no longer endorse that spray just because I can't get it. I almost said I can't get it up the ass. What kind of show is this? So I'm off the powder. The other thing here is I actually met with a dermatologist to try to get this fixed. And she gave me three options. One was a pill that could dry me out. The side effects were, I think the side effects were constipation, which is an odd side effect for that, and then dry mouth. I don't want to take a pill. I'm terrible at pills. I don't know if you guys are out there having to take pills like you daily pill takers. I feel bad for you because even when I've gone to the doctor when I had vertigo, they gave me medicine. I took it for like 2 or 3 days and then I just stopped. I forgot. So I don't do that. The other thing that they subscribed to me or prescribed was this like wipe almost. It's a wipe, which you wipe it on your hands and your feet. It's doing like 30%. I'm just a wet motherfucker is what the problem is. I don't know what I need something else. I got to go back and see them because it's not working. So anyways, let me say what's up to you guys off the powder. Yeah. Aaron, you're not supposed to snort it. That might be one way to dry me out. It's the angle of the dangle. Exactly. What's up from Berlin, Germany? And then Brian, you gotta get Derm Dude Happy Sack. It's a cream for your bald and happy crack. Ooh, that is a booty spray. What is it called again? Derm Dude Happy Sack. Is that seriously what it's called? Where the hell is my phone? Derm Dude Happy Sack. I like the name. Let me take a peek at this real quick. Okay, Derm Dude Happy Sack. What's this? Derm Dude. Stay in Safari. Oh, okay. A cream? I don't know if I can do a cream. Oh, No, I don't think I can do a cream, guys. I don't know if I can lather and just get in there with the cream. Let me just saw my what is it? You just saw my old face. No, you're good. No, bro. You're cracking, bro. Don't hold back. Do not hold back. What's up, Chad? It's on Amazon, dude. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna check it out. I just don't know if I can do a cream. I don't know if I can do a fucking cream. I don't know what else you guys are doing to stay dry out there. Hey, hit the like if you're here already. Let me know you're here by smashing that like button. Let's get it up to how many people are here? Okay, it's 20 people. Let's get it up to 10 at least. Give me some tens. All right. I did 3 weddings this last weekend, and I got lots to talk about. So I've been talking about some weddings. We're gonna play Name That Tune. We haven't done that in a bit, and then I have a cool one for that one. We're gonna do like my favorite and like the top like drum intros to a song for Name That Tune. And then I went viral this week. I posted a video, and then it went viral. We're gonna talk about that. So I have no idea why. I have no idea why. I have no idea how. I'm frustrated about it. But it is what it is. It happened. And what I mean by viral is like what constitutes viral? And it's over 1 million views. And I think that's viral, right? I would say over 1 million is what gets you there. So we'll talk about that. But first thing I want to say is like this talk about the triple a little bit. Some things happened. The one, and I always try to make notes because I always come home and I tell Amy these stories, and always try to remember them for you guys. But this Saturday was probably the most, or this weekend was probably the most I ever had to repeat songs during dancing sets. And what I mean by that is I've played a song and someone will come up and be like, "Hey, can you play this song?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I already played it," and then I don't. But this weekend, I had to play them. And it was mostly because the requests were coming from the bride and the groom. So I had a Thursday wedding also. Thursday wedding. I had Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the Thursday wedding was the repeat song was Hotel Room Service, which I usually play earlier in the set. And I played it and it went off. Everyone was like, "Oh, great!" So that by the way, that Thursday wedding, their request to me was like, "Don't play any old music for old people. They don't dance." And I was like, "All right." They were like, "Just play 2000s pop and hip hop all night for the whole two." I think I had almost a 2.5 hour set, all 2000s and 2000s hip hop. As fun as that was, and there were definitely pockets of moments where it was like, "Oh man, this is fun." I gotta tell you, like playing that long in just one set of music is kind of not as fun as bouncing around. I think that's the thing I love about being a wedding DJ is that we can really like hop around genres, vibes, decades, feels. You could do some mashups, but if you're like sort of like stuck in one area, especially when you have an over 2 hour set, I definitely felt like I wasn't scraping the barrel, but definitely was like I'm getting to the bottom of like my banger crates that I know this works for because nothing else really worked. No, like pop punk, no country, nothing before the 2000s. That was it. That's all they wanted me to go. So I don't know if you guys have been in that situation before, but for sure it was like, um, I felt like, oh man, how do I? Okay, so we're in 2000s hip hop. I go 2010 hip hop. I'll do some new hip hop. Now let's try to do some pop, and then I got to get back into that, right? So that was where I was. But with the Hotel Room Service song, I played it. And no, it's not. I don't agree with that at all. I do not agree, DJV. I do not. At least here, it still pops. Everyone loves that song. But Brad came up and was like, "Hey, I know you already played it. Will you play Hotel Room Service again?" And I was like, "Yes." But do you guys feel like in your soul sometimes when you have to do things that, um, does it like, do you die a little bit on the inside? You always I think you have to MC that moment. You have to be like, "Hey, we're going back and doing this one more time just because so and so missed it." And usually I've done this before in the past, and when that's the case, people will go through it again. And I usually don't play all of it, but most of it. So I had to get on the mic and the reason why I do that is that when I get on phone calls with couples and they tell me about their bad DJ experience that they've witnessed, they mention the fact that, "Oh, he played the same song like 3 or 4 times." Or here's the other thing they say. They say he played all the line dances in a row, like cha-cha, Cupid, wobble, Cotton Eye Joe, like ripped all those in a row. And while maybe some people are into that, I think that guests as a whole are sort of like, "Oh, come on." And I think I've only done a line dance back to back one time. And it was because when I was trained, they told me to do that. They're like, "Just rip them through." And I was like, "All right." And then by the time I was in the second one, I could tell how exhausted everybody was. They're like, "I can't, Charlie Brown. I got nothing left in the tank." After a line dance, you got to like pull it back, give them a nice easy bop or a sing along. That's my strategy. Like especially if they come out like Footloose is another one here that is a big song, but there's like a dance that they do to it. There's like a country line dance that they do to it. And it's moving. Like they're going hard on that. So if I stay real high up on that, people need a breather. So I usually bring it down a little bit or give them a sing along like Hall & Oates, Make My Dreams Come True, something where we're not really dancing, but we're just singing a little bit, or Come On Eileen. staying in that area. Just give them a chance to chill out for a second. So, but I played hotel room service again, and then here's the part that sucked is that I played it and then like she stayed on the dance floor for like 15 seconds and then left. So I'm like, all right, here we go again. You don't want your boyfriend to meet me at the hotel. And then it was like dancing, dancing. And I'm like, where are you going? You asked me to do this. Why are you leaving me like this? Does that drive you nuts where you like almost change a vibe or kill a vibe on your dance floor for your couple and then they don't even dance to the thing that they asked you to do? Oh! So I mixed out of it. Bye. And they're looking at me like, what are we doing? I'm like, we're not gonna do this again. Not when she left. So I mixed out. She just left. Didn't even get to the chorus. So got out of that. Then on Saturday, same thing. I played. They had Beautiful Crazy, which is the Luke Combs song on their Must Play, and it's a slow song. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do a slow dance, and I'll knock that out, right? So I played it, and it worked. People slow dance, whatever. And then probably like 3 songs later, the groom comes up and goes, "Hey, will you play Beautiful Crazy?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, dude, did you hear it? I had it on." He's like, "Yeah, but just do it again, cause I like to dance with my friend, and I kind of like, I grab him." Okay, you want me to play a song so you can molest your friend? Okay. All right, folks, we're doing this one again, so that my guy can feel up his best man. And hit play, and that went through. And then he asked me to do another one too that I already played again. He's like, "Can you play this one again?" I'm like, "I don't care." And by that point in the night, that one was a longer dance. It was like a 8 to 11:30, 3.5 hours, mostly family there. So by the end of the night, I had like 8 people left. And this is my warning. This is why I went viral. My video was addressing this problem that is a problem here in the Midwest, which is our timelines. Our timelines are a problem. They're a problem. They are a problem. I wasn't able to show it to you guys because I don't know how to download a reel. So I mean that was like the most boomer thing I ever said, but I seriously don't know how to download it. I tried. There's no like download your reel. You can't do it. So it's up there, but it's the one I put where I'm just going through a timeline, and here's all that happened. All right. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. Let's get into this. You see the numbers, the sites, the stats. Put it up on August 14th, which is what is that, 7 days ago? So it's been a week. And what happened was I had done a Zoom call, or I just got a timeline from a couple, or more so like I get these from the wedding planners. The wedding planners timelines drive me crazy. The photographers timelines drive me crazy. Why? Because they allot way too much time for things that don't take as long as they think. First dances, parent dances, they always give you 5 to 10 minutes for those things. And for me, they're like 2 minutes total. Grand entrance, they give you 10 minutes. That doesn't take 10 minutes. And so then they're like, start it now at 6. So dinner's at 6:30. They're like, do the grand entrance at 6:15. I'm like, well, then we're done we're literally done at 6:17. Then what? Now the caterers are bringing dinner out early, and then it just fucks the whole thing up. Just stick to. So I had gotten this timeline, and it was the same thing. It was like, just bad, just all around, just a bad timeline. And then, 7:30 open dancing, and then all the way to 11 or whatever. So this is what photographers and wedding planners love to do. They love to get everything done early. Get it done. You know why? Because then they can start cleaning up and go home. So what do? They dump the rest of the night on the DJ. And it drives me crazy. We should not be starting dancing till at least 8. 8:30 best. Well, anyways, I made this video, and then it was basically me just showing like the timeline I picked, and I was like, for here. So when I made this, it was for us. It was for Minnesota. I didn't expect people in Portugal to be watching this. Okay, and that's the issue with going viral. Is I was telling Amy, I'm like, I spent more time at like that first 2 days. By the way, smash the like button. Let's go. Get me to 10. Come on, people. Come on. This is good stuff. Get me to 10. Um, I was like spending more time like explaining myself, and then I just gave up. As you see, there's like 600. I just stopped doing that because the comments were like, uh, Mexican bride stepping in here. This is, we party till midnight, or we party all the way to the end, or we party till dusk, or whatever. So I was getting those, and then people from like Indonesia chiming in, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense that this doesn't appeal. This doesn't work for you. I came up with this for Minnesota, for our area, right? Because our area struggles with these long weddings, 7 to 8 hour wedding timelines. On the West Coast, I could tell people that were on the West Coast and East Coast because they were like, this is too long. What are you talking about? I want to be in bed by 10. And that what was interesting to me reading that was how many people, like one comment would be like, this is too long. And then underneath it would go, this ain't long enough. And that's the problem with going viral, right? How do you can't create a video that would unite the planet. Even this is divisive. Even some stupid wedding DJ from Minnesota who just made a video. It took me, guys, it took me like 2 minutes to make this thing. I filmed it up against my wall. I'm holding it with my arm, and I just take a drumstick and I'm pointing to the wall, and I just added text of the time. That was it. And I uploaded it, and I thought, all right, well, there it is. I did my part. I'm doing my part. And then Instagram was like, show it to the planet. Let's see what the world thinks. Luckily, nobody was like super mean. I didn't get like roasted. That's what I was worried about. Like, I didn't even like comb my hair. I didn't even make sure I was looking all right. I just posted the goddamn video. And then Instagram was like, make it famous. Go. Go for it. So it was an interesting experience. More so reading the comments of what everybody was saying to it and how different weddings are run around the world. And it got me thinking, I know a lot of you guys out there are not from the US, and especially in Canada, who I always get comments. People, you guys in Canada are always like, what are you bitching about, bro? 4-hour dance. Come on, guy. We go for 6 hours. But these weddings that go all night, as the DJ, and I wonder, some of them were saying they split time with a band. They'll have a band come out and then they'll have the DJ kick off the rest. That would be kind of cool. I like that idea. How expensive is that though? But I guess like for those of you guys that like go all night, what are you doing? I just noticed here is, all right, so Nathan, you're with me, bro. Illinois. Yeah. They always want to go 4 to midnight. So you are definitely stuck with the 4-hour dance, at least, right? At least. I mean, sometimes I'm guessing your dances start at 7. Because if you start at 4, the latest you go dinner is 6:30. That's 2.5 hours. And that was what people said too. Because I said 4:30 for ceremony, 5 for cocktails, 6:30 dinner, 8:30 first dance, 11 o'clock the last song. Here, I feel like that's the ideal timeline. 2.5 hours is about all anybody can dance here. After that, the party usually, they're done. They're just done. They want to go home. And so that works here. I know a lot of you guys on the West and East Coast, a lot of you guys are done by 10. And that was what a lot of people were saying. I want to be in bed by 10. Not here. It is insulting. It is insulting to have your wedding end at 10 o'clock here. It is like a crime. I've had brides look at me and go, we have to end at 11:30. We have to. It's my dream that 11:30 is the last song. I mean, I don't understand that. Yeah. Okay, so Mexican parties in Florida last forever, right? So if you're the DJ, are you literally DJing for over 5 hours? And I can't comprehend that. I don't even know how, but I just don't think that would be any fun. North Carolina ceremony and end time 6 hour. Yeah, that sounds about right. Start time 4, end time 11:30, 12. Some DJs here doing it for like 5. So that's fucked up too. Like, there's no way you should be working that long, because here's the deal. If it starts at 4 and goes to midnight, I usually arrive about 2 hours before the wedding starts, the ceremony to set up. And then it takes a half hour for me to tear down, and then however long to drive home, which is typically an hour. So it's usually a 10 to 12. It's usually an 11 to 12 hour day for me. Every wedding. Alan says this weekend I have a wedding. 8 p.m. DJ starts. First dance 10:30. Cleanup and wow. See, that's nice. 10:30. Yeah, my wedding on Saturday was great. 4:30 start. Last song was at 10:45. I don't know what made them do that, but that was great. Ohio 10. Yeah. 5 to 10, 6 to 11. Wow. 5 to 10, 5 hours. It's enough time. I think that's enough time to get everything done. Plenty of time to get all those things done, to eat, to have cocktails, to do a ceremony, and to dance. We don't need 7 hours. And I know I want to film it here. And Nathan, you probably get this too, bro. How many times at a wedding do you just see people standing around, just not doing anything? I'm tired of it. So anyways, I posted this video, and obviously, I mean, like, if you look, there's 43,000 likes. So it was like, okay, yeah, there was people that agree, and 17,000 bookmarks and shares and whatever. So what I'm hoping is that I started something here, at least in the Midwest. If I fucked you guys in the East and West Coast, I'm sorry. If people are like, oh, let's go later. But I know too, a lot of people tell me their venues close down at 10, or they'll only, when I was watching Bridezilla, whoops, I used to watch that show all the time. They would be like, oh, the venue doesn't let us in until 3, or they won't even let us into the building until like 4 or 5. That helps. Keep it tight. Somebody said that on my video once. Keep it tight so you could party all night. Ceremony and reception, New Jersey is about, okay, so you guys got 7 hours in Jersey. Yes, not exactly, Brian. Not including the hours and hours of prep. Because if you're doing it well, it does take that long. It takes that long. If you are catering the night to that couple, if you're doing the research, if you look at their must playlist, and what I do is when I'm prepping for it, I'll have 3 lists. I'll have ceremony, and I have reception, and then I have requests. Those are like my 3 sub crates underneath their name. So I have their name and then those 3. And the ceremony is all the music, and the reception is, in the reception folder is their grand entrance, first dances, and then I have What a Wonderful World from Meet Joe Black. And this was a tip from my buddy Kevin who told me this. And so I have, it's like a nice orchestra, like, of What a Wonderful World. And I play that in between speeches. So after somebody's done giving a speech, let's raise a toast and blah, blah, blah. Then I play that, na, 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 like you're playing them off. And then they hug, and then they pass the mic, and then the next person grabs the mic, and then I fade that song out, and then the next speech begins. What's nice about that, you're given like an in-between kind of vibe during the speeches, because it can get awkward when they're just people clap, and then they stop, and then they're just waiting for the maid of honor. Like, okay, and then they just, all right. Is this thing on? Oh, yeah. And then every time. Ready? Boy, that's going to be hard to follow. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Maggie. Drinking game every time. That's going to be hard to follow. We need to give people, maybe my next video should be some new things to say while you're giving a speech. Some new ideas. Let's come up with that in the chat. Yeah, dead air. You don't want dead air. What are some things that we could change during speeches to help people out? How do we help them out so they no longer have to say, boy, that's going to be a hard act to follow? Or, for those of you who don't know me, we need new phrases. We need new phrases for people. And maybe we got to give it to them. Hey, best man, here's your opening line. All right, here you go. Cut that part out of your speech. Cut that out. All right. Cut out the whole, like, put your hand over. This is the last time you'll have the upper hand. It amazes to me that still gets a laugh. The same ass jokes that we hear all the time. There he is. Theo, I was just ahead of you, bro. They're just ahead of you. It's just, you could tell that, oh, we got a Google speech. Kenny, bro. Great idea. Walk-up music. Great idea. I guess you could put that in your planning form, or you could check in with them before. Man, I love that idea, dude. I love that idea. And now, so do you announce them too? Do you also, I don't typically, here's what I do for speeches. what I typically do is when we get to it, and I know they're coming up, and if Mike is there, I'll have him by my board so he can fade out whatever dinner music is playing, and I'll walk up to the head table. And this is literally what I say. Friends and family, if I could have everybody's attention right up here at the head table, we are approaching one of my favorite parts of the evening. I am going to be handing the microphone over to some very, very special people tonight, and I would love that nobody misses what they have to say. So, if somebody is still talking at your table, could you tap them on the shoulder for me and just say, shh? And I do that, and it hushes the whole place up. Because you always have that table in the back that's still like yakking even when you're talking. But once you hear that, I'm telling you, the whole place goes quiet. And I go, thank you so much. Here's who we are going to be hearing from tonight. At the end, we'll be hearing from the bride and groom, Brandy and Andrew, everybody. Let's hear it for them. And they cheer. Then we'll be hearing from the best man, Tyler. We're going to be hearing from the father of the bride, Brad. But first up, it's my pleasure, and I want everyone to make as much noise as you can for the best man tonight, Steven, or whatever. And then I hand the microphone over to him. Hey, if anyone's still talking to you, as opposed to the East Coast, like, hey, if you're still talking at your table, shut the fuck up. Okay, here we go. All right, best man. It worked. It's that whole like, thank you for being quiet. Thank you for being quiet. But the thing works, bro. I'm telling you, it works here. Maybe it's the Minnesota nice. I don't know. They're behaved, but it does work. Mortal Kombat theme in between. Thank you. I thought that was, it usually works. It works. Hand the microphone off. Oh, so then in between, I don't typically, announce the next speaker. I just let them pass. I tell them beforehand, I meet with them. Hey, hold the mic like this, close to your chin. And then when you're done, you're passing the mic over to Maggie. And they're like, all right, great. So they know their order, right? And that's another thing that planners drive me crazy sometimes. They're like, all right, I'm still like having a sandwich. I'm still eating. They're like, let's do speeches. Okay, let me just explain something to you. I just dismissed all the tables to the buffet because you didn't do your job. So I got my food last. And I'm here 2 hours later than you are. And I still got an hour and a half drive home. I'm eating my fucking dinner while it's hot. We'll get the speeches when I say we get the speeches. All right? I'll get them back. Don't worry. I'll get them back. Because here's what happens every time. Every time they rush me. Let's go. Last table got their food. Go. All right. I go to try to corral everybody. Where's the best man? He's in the bathroom. Where's the father? He's getting a drink at the bar. I got to wait for these people to come back. They come back. They sit down. Where'd the mother of the bride go? She went over to talk to her aunt. Where's the best man? Oh, he went to go get a drink at the bar. Every time. And that's why I try to tell my couples, like, don't rush through these things. Let people eat, and then they need to get up and go to the bathroom sometimes. I don't know how you guys do it anywhere else, but what I notice is, like, after dinner, everyone likes to get up, and sometimes they gotta pee. They've been hitting the bar, and they just had a meal, and they gotta go to the bathroom. So what are we doing, forcing people? I let that breathe. I let it happen, and then I get everybody back. They sit down. We do speeches. We do dessert, and then they go take their sunset photos, and then they come back, and we open up the dance. Works great. I talked to my couple about that for this week, and then their photographer said no. And redid the whole timeline. And they're like, we're doing it this way. I just cracked my neck. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm going to win. I'll win. Because nobody plays music until I'm goddamn ready to play music. Okay. Let's talk about this too. Did you guys see this shit? Weddings are expensive. I get it. Right? They're expensive. Amy and I's wedding cost nothing. Pretty much they cost nothing. We were in college, we were poor. So we didn't have any money. So we didn't spend what we didn't have. And guess what? We're not in debt. Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't pay for things that I don't have. I know you guys think, oh, this guy's always buying speakers. I always pay in cash, guy. I always pay in cash. We're in no debt. All right. We're in no debt. We got retirement cooking right now. I'm going to be out at 55. I'm out. We were just talking about this the other day. We ran into, this is a little bit off topic, but whatever. It's all right. We were at Valley Fair, which is an amusement park here. It's my daughter's birthday. She had a birthday party on Monday. And we went, and Amy bumped into this couple, and they were talking. They were retired, and they were with the grandkids. And what they said to Amy was like, goals. When I saw that, I'm like, goals. Like, my financial goals are to pay off my house in the next 10, 15 years. No mortgage, right? So when you get no mortgage, then when you retire, you could spend what you would on your house and go do what this couple did. And what they do is they rent a house in Florida in April, which I lived there for 2 years. They were saying like, oh, this is like the best time to go down there. It's not very touristy. It's not like swamp ass hot. It's not super humid. It's just in between. You know, it's kind of nice. It's a little bit chillier at night. They rent a house down there for the whole month of April. And then here in Minnesota, they have a house on the water. So they have like a beach house kind of thing where all the kids and the grandkids come and they hang out. And she was telling me this, and I was like, goals. That's what I want. I got 2 kids. I want them to grow up. I want them to be able to come to my house and take their kids over here and have a boat. I'm going to be that guy on the pontoon going like 2 miles an hour. And you're like, and over there, that tree there, that's got some good fruit. Some good fruit over there. Listen to your pap. Pap's talking over here, huh? All right, we're going to go over here. You guys all right? You want a beer or something? You want something to eat? I don't know why all of a sudden I got a Jersey accent, but big belly, no shirt, just pontoon driving, right? With the grandkids in the back. Hey, Pap's taking us for a ride. Let's go. All right. I love that idea. So, but that was like our that was our retirement goal. So I know that weddings are expensive. Ours wasn't, but this couple here. Okay, so not worth arguing with other vendors. Do what you're gonna do because they can't do anything about it. Yeah, I'd never argue during the day of. They would just come up and say something to me, and I just go, oh, okay, and I just do my thing. Always trying to push things. They're always trying to push things early. Why? I know why. I said why. So they can go home. Go home. Leave the rest of the night on us. They want to pack up. I see them as soon as the speeches are done, they start clanking tables. They're scooching people. Excuse me, I gotta get these candles. Right? Blowing out candles. The party's over to them. It's over at 7:00. It's over. DJ, just play your fucking music. No one cares. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about right here. This is some crazy shit, guys. Where is it? I thought I had. Oh, yeah, it's right here. Here we go. This news was going viral a little bit. Why? Because this couple charges their wedding guests $333 to go to their wedding. The bride said, people choose to go to Beyonce concert because they know that they're going to have an experience. Let's put the stress on the guests and let's sell tickets for a wedding. All right. You got to hand it to these guys. This took some balls. And it obviously went viral because apparently, like, the only way that this could have got out was that people on social media probably screenshotted the invitation and then shared it somewhere. And then it just popped, right? Now these people have the spotlight on them and they got to justify charging $333 to their wedding guests to go to the wedding. I think they're missing the point here. And maybe it's because the wedding industry has maybe gotten a little out of hand. Well, you guys that got married 15, 20, I'll say this. If you got married over 30 years ago, put in the chat how much your wedding cost. If you remember. Let's just go 20. 20 or more years ago. So if you got married in 2000, which I can't believe that was over 20 years. That's almost 25 years ago, guys. How much did your wedding cost? And if you're older than that, you could pop that in there too, just to take a peek. Because the story does reveal how much their wedding cost. And then when you see that, you're like, oh, well, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Also, the title's a little misleading, because they did end up donating that, or they said they were going to donate it to a charity. We'll see. We'll see about that. Let's take a peek at this though. I got a kick out of this story. So, New York couple charged their wedding guests 330. I guess if you lived in New York, you probably heard about this. Let's put the stress on the guests. All right, Hairspray. 31 years ago, $8,500 for the entire wedding. 125 guests, open bar. Wow. 45K in April. This April. Damn, dude. $45,000. 27K 11 years ago. It's not cheap. But look how much these guys spent. They spent 70. So here, this is what's annoying, right? All right. The wedding's expensive, but this is your fault. You don't have to have a $70,000 wedding. Again, would you see what they do? Like, okay, there was more than just going to the wedding. Look, okay, let's just get to it. All right, because I have so many things to say about this. A New York couple charged wedding guests $333 to attend their nuptials. Nova and Remo Styles spent $70,000 on their big day. Isn't that a problem right there? By the way, this video is not sponsored by Crave. They're getting free advertisement. 70,000. Crazy. 45,000, 100 guests, open bar, 2005. Damn, that's still a lot though, bro. Back even then, 45K. Holy hell. They also charged guests to enter their wedding as if they were a ticketed event, with the bride saying, people choose to go to Beyonce. Now, if you're going to start off by going, well, they pay this much to go to Beyonce, you better have fucking Beyonce at your wedding. If you're going to charge me what it would cost me to go see Frank Sinatra, I want Frank Sinatra in the room. That was one of my favorite lines from Seinfeld when George had to go see the chiropractor. And he was like, $75 to see, what, they got Sinatra back there? It puts things in perspective when you think like, I should be entertained if I'm going into the doctor's office for $75. Jesus Christ. Like, what do we do? I just spent $60 on gasoline for my car. $60 on gas. And I bought my kid his shoes. His school shoes were like $60. I'm like, I could have walked out here with a pair of shoes. The groom was less convinced. He was telling the outlets he didn't expect people to come if they were charged. See, the one thing this article doesn't tell us is how many people ended up coming. They didn't say the guest count. The responses were mixed, with Nova telling ABC that the pushback ranged from don't care to what do you guys think you are, Jay-Z and Beyonce. So, like, that backfired on them. They were saying, yeah, if you're going to pay for Beyonce, like, oh, I'm paying for Beyonce, give me Beyonce. One $333 ticket allowed guests. Now, here's what you got. A seat on a double-decker bus. Oh, hang on. Make sure I don't screw this up. A seat on a double... Oh, hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh, my... I hope I don't... No. I don't know what's going on here. A seat on a double-decker bus and entry into the 12-hour event. 12 hours? Well, I'm complaining about timelines. 12 hours, which include stops at the sentimental landmarks around New York, Hudson, World Trade Center, courthouse, the movie theater. Did they drop them off for a movie? Is that part of the event? All right, we'll dump them off to watch Deadpool for 2 hours. We'll pick them up for dinner. As far as how the couple settled on 333, the number 3 stands for change, growth, and strength. I've never heard this before. It was something that we wanted to be intentional about as well for my personal enjoyment. There it is right there. It's a number that isn't too easy, but it's not too hard as well. Really? I would never pay. So here's the thing. Weddings, man. As a professional wedding goer and in the industry, sometimes I think to myself, you couldn't pay me to come to this wedding. It's so long and boring and dull. The couple also told their outlet that the proceeds went to charity. So that's that's the part I'm finding hard to buy. I think what happened was when the light got shown on them they definitely had to sort of like backpedal a little bit, like, oh, we're gonna give it to charity. Yeah, well, I want to see a check. Okay, I want to see a check. I'm surprised that after this, they just start a GoFundMe, to deal with the trauma of being exposed this way. People are kind of crazy right now. Everything needs to have a GoFundMe. Oh my God, I need a GoFundMe. I need help. We figured that you have to really dig into your pocket and say, you know what? Do I really want to go? We really wanted people who wanted to go for us. All right. Would you guys do that? Would you attend a wedding? You had to pay? I can't even imagine doing that. I can't even imagine doing that. I DJ'd a wedding with 800 plus, and a budget over 450. Dude. Yeah, seriously, Eric, dude, for real. After all that, you're doing them a favor, by the way. Oh, you can take the bus ride if you want. They're dropping you off at the movie theater. Do I get popcorns or a movie? No. No, that's going to be all out of pocket for you. That's going to be out of pocket for you. It would be. They would. I know. Oh, good question. Does destination wedding count as charging guests? No. I don't think so because why wouldn't I say that? Yeah, because I think you know what you're getting into. Also, those are usually like a smaller guest count, right? They usually don't send out 200 invites to a destination. And you sort of know, I think you got to throw them some kind of bone. Like if the hotel could give some kind of like block discount, like if you rent from this hotel, it's like, I don't know, give them some kind of thing. I would never attend a destination wedding, especially if I got to fly somewhere and I got to spend the night in a hotel and I got to pay all my food. Are you kidding me? No way. I don't love anybody that much. I do not love anybody that much. Wedding receptions, 8 to 10. Yeah, you're in Wisconsin, right? I know. Bro, I suggested as well, and sometimes they listen and sometimes they don't. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, when there's 8 people left on the dance floor, in my head, I'm like, I told you so. And it's not because we didn't play bangers. It's not because of that. It's because you wore people out. They've had enough. And I can tell at a certain point in that, even the kids that were like dancing the most, they were dancing. They were on my dance floor all night. I saw them. They're like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And they're out. All right, let's play Name That Tune. And then maybe we'll do one more thing and then we'll go. All right, Name That Tune. Here we go.
Here's the game, it's always the same. I play a song, you listen along. Name that tune. Name that tune. And if you can't, fuck you. And if you can't, fuck you.
All right, here's what I want to do for Name That Tune. I got to thinking this the other day I'm a drummer. And I started thinking about songs that had that some kind of iconic opening, but it was a drum opening, right? It's the drum solo that does the opening. So that's what we're going to do today. I'll start easy and then we'll get hard. And then I put 2 in here that I'm not sure if you guys, actually 3 in here, I'm not sure if you guys are going to get. We're going a little deep. But this first one, you really have to pay attention. Well, I'll give you an easy one to start things off. Drum opening songs. All right, you got to get that one. And then once you get this one, I'm going to tell you another story that happened when we were at Valley Fair. What was that famous opening? And then as a drummer, that was one of the first songs I learned how to do too. That's a fun ass thing to play. Did you guys hear it? Which one was that? Oh, cool, Kenny. Well, welcome. Thanks for getting to be here on the live one. No guesses on the show, or am I just delayed? There it is. Okay. The delay is crazy, guys, by the way. It's like an 8-second delay or something. I guess they know that I say some crazy shit. Yes. 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 Good. Nailed it. At the park we were at. What's the matter? Uh, oh, did I not tell this story?
I don't think so.
Did I not tell this story? All right, remind me.
Maybe you did.
Okay, I don't think I did.
I don't think you did because I don't think you had a show after that weekend.
No.
Then you like took a break because we were going somewhere.
Amy's like my producer. She just came over and handed me a sheet, and she was like, "Did you tell this story?" Thank you. I don't think I told this.
Hopefully you hadn't told
If I did tell it, remind me. And there's an 8-second delay, so I'll start telling it, and I'll wait 8 seconds, and you guys tell me, Aaron, you already told that story. I can't remember if I said this or not. This recently happened, but when we were at Valley Fair, they were playing music around the park, and then We Can Work It Out was playing, but there was no vocals. It was just the music. Do you guys know why? Why, when they were playing We Can Work It Out, was there just the music coming out and not Paul singing the song? There was no vocals. I think I figured out why. You guys tell me in the chat if you have a guess, and then I'll play the second song here. All right, here we go. Second song. You gotta listen to this one though. All right, that's all you get. No, that wasn't Rain. That was a drum intro. Oh, somebody just spoiled one of my songs. Somebody just spoiled one of the songs I was going to do. What was that song? Also, yes. Yeah, Nathan, that was my guess, bro. My guess is that because the Beatles and some artists back then did this. Oh, nice. You guys got it. You got Hot for Teacher. Well done. Oh, Brandon, what's up, bro? Yes. You guys got that one. Boom. Boom. Hugo got it. Nathan got it. Yes. Yeah, great song. Not for Teacher. Oh, yeah. Yes, my guess on the Beatles song is because they recorded, they had the vocals on, left or right or whatever. And this has happened to me at a gig before when I played a Beatles song and I was plugging into a house system and I only plugged in my left channel and then it sounded so weird. I'm like, oh god damn it, because I didn't have my software set to mono. And so that happened. But I think because it was recorded, they recorded them on different, left and right, and they were just playing the right because whatever they were playing their house system through. Hot for Teacher. Let's give a little bit more of that. All right. Somebody ruined this, but I'll give it to you anyways. All right. Let's see if you can figure that out. Oh, that was a little spoiled. It was a little spoiled in there, but that's all right. Still a great drum intro. Still a great drum intro. Let's see if you guys can figure that one out. While I'm just so you know, like talking in between songs is just to kill the 8-second delay. All right, what was that song? Yep. Ricky got it. You guys ever play that? Get your mind out of the gutter. I should have did that. That would have been funny. Yup, yarp. Nailed it. All right. How about this one? That's it. Yes, I totally agree. Just a great laid back drum riff on there. All right, see if you guys get that next one. Yeah, he is, isn't he? He's a total menace. He's like one step ahead of me here. Uh-huh. Yes. You guys are killing it. Yep. Yep. Nice. Here, row. Her row. Okay, let's do a couple more. Oh, you guys should get this one. All right. By the way, they used that song. I believe they used that in the Iron Claw trailer. That movie that came out about the wrestlers, which I've talked about before, and I really like that movie. But what a kick-ass song! That is such a great song to go in to be in movies. Like if you can write a song and you can get it on a soundtrack, a timeless kind of soundtrack, and that's kind of what I'm missing. Yep, nice, good job, Hugo. Nathan, on it, buddy. If you can get, I miss like great soundtracks where, I think the Deadpool movie did it, by the way. Yeah, good job, Hairspray. You got it too. Nathan, nailing it. Yeah, you guys are on it. Little rush. Okay. Let's do a couple more here. This one might be tricky. I'm going deep, not deep, but this is one of my favorite bands of all time. All right, I gave you a little bit of the guitar riff to help out. See if anybody can get that drum riff. I'll do that one again. I love playing this on the drums too. Okay. Somebody, I'm hoping somebody nails that one. Oh, hell yeah, dude. You got it. That's all right. I'm going to let it sit for just a little bit before I give it away. No. I don't know what that is. No, it's not that. It's not that. Okay. Deep pull, huh? Yeah, it was. That's Radiohead. High and Dry, Radiohead. Off the Bends. There we go, Alan. There we go. Yeah. I would say OK Computer is my favorite of their albums. I can listen to that one from beginning to end. All right, I have let's give you guys this one. Here we go. This one's fun. What was that? What one was that one? And then I'll do one more, and then we'll get out of here. Da, 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 da. It's a movie. One of my faves. Yay! Look who got it. The Babe. It's not fair. You got a head start, though. She's got an 8-second head start on you guys. Oh, Hugo even getting it right. Uh-oh. No, Hugo. It's not the Wonders. It's the Oneaters. There we go. You guys are getting it. The Oneaters. Yeah, got it. The Wonders. Yeah. You guys are getting it. God, I love that movie. I love it. The music's great in it. It's funny. Did a great job of kind of showing the rise of a one-hit wonder. And that hit true to me because that was a little bit of my journey before I became a DJ. I was in a band. We did get a record deal. Speaking of which, here's the last song. And that was it. That was a little bit of us. That's my band called Monarch. It's you can hear her laughing. Great. Can hear yeah, it's on Spotify. 2 albums are on there. But yeah, that movie just rings true to me. We were so influenced by it in high school. we did That Thing You Do for the Battle of the Bands. So we did an original song, and then we did That Thing You Do, and I put the glasses on. It was corny as fuck. It doesn't matter. It was cool as hell. We won. We won the Battle of the Bands 2 years in a row in high school, and then we didn't do the third year. It was the best. We won my sophomore year and junior year. In senior year, we were just like, oh, we've already done it. We don't need to do this again. We've made our mark. Let's let somebody else have a shot. Let's let someone else have a shot. I was a drummer, bro. I played drums. I've been a drummer since I was 12. 12 years old, been playing drums. Been in the band with my brother ever since we were kids. And then Monarch was the band that we got a record deal from. We made a demo and we mailed it. I don't know if I told you guys, mailed it in a birthday card envelope to just record companies. We did the Airheads thing, right? The Brendan Fraser movie. Fucking love that movie too. Where he's just like trying to get Judd Nelson to that movie's so great. Steve Buscemi, Adam Sandler. If you guys have not seen Airheads, that is such a great movie. But yeah, we sent it out and one of the record companies listened to it and hit us up. They came in, listened to us, we did a showcase, and they gave us a record deal, and we made 2 albums with them. One of them is on Spotify. I just noticed the other one's off, so I don't know why, but one for sure, it's called Lowly, and our band was Monarch. We made a mistake. We made a big mistake. We signed away our publishing for $1,000. Signed it away. And if you don't know what it means like every song that we wrote, the record company owned it. It was theirs. And we signed it to them for $1,000. You know why? Because we were broke as fuck. And we had a record deal. And we're like, oh my God, $1,000 between the 4 of us. So we signed all that away. And then we ended up getting a new manager. And when he found that out, he was so pissed off. It's like, you fucking idiots. You signed your publishing away. We're like, what's that mean? Like, what's that mean is that every song you write, they have it. They own it. From here on out, it's theirs. And they can do whatever they want with it. And we're like, oh, but we got $1,000. Yeah, $1,000. Should lay down some electric. Yeah, I got the Alesis. You can see it right behind me. I got an Alesis drum kit right there. It's like one of those digital pads. Oh, I love that thing, man. That's fun. That thing is super fun. Almost Famous, another good music movie for sure. Great music in that movie. It's long, but it's good. That's where the whole golden god came from. If you guys weren't sure what that was, being on the roof. I am a golden god. Oh, you got a deal too, Nathan? We were on Parasol Records for like 2 weeks. What happened? 2 weeks? They're like, never mind. Our record company was based in Yorba Linda in California, Northern Records. And I don't know if you guys are knew this. Who else did they sign? Probably their biggest thing was Kevin Max from DC Talk. If you guys grew up in the church, you know what I'm talking about. One of the members of DC Talk, they signed him, and he put out a record with them. And actually, my brother played guitar for him for a while whenever I quit the band. And then he went on and did some more stuff. So anyways, all right. Let's see. We're an hour in. Let's wrap it up. Thanks everybody for being here. Hit the like. I'm only at 18. Christ, you guys gotta help me out here with that. Hit that smash. Oh, smash. Okay. Oh, should I tell this story real quick? Did Amy get me to 22 likes and I'll tell this story. And hopefully I didn't tell it already. I thought I did because I thought I mentioned. Okay, here's it. Did I tell you guys a story of where I almost shut off the music and left? That would have been how I set it up. I was at a gig and I was playing and somebody requested a song and I wasn't playing it and she did something and then I almost stopped. It pissed me off so much. I feel like I told you guys this, but maybe not. Oh yeah. Dude, one of the first cassettes I ever bought. Well, I gotta look up their album titles. It was still when they were doing rap. So back when they first started, DC Talk they were from Washington, D.C. That's where the idea came from. But they were hip hop, they were rap. And so Toby, what the hell's his name? Toby Mac would do most of the rapping, and then Kevin and then Michael would do like the hook. And they both had like a really unique sound. So growing up in the church, they were like when you're only allowed to listen to Christian music, they were actually doing okay. And actually back in the 90s, I would say like if you were a Christian and like you were only allowed to listen to that, there was actually some pretty decent music out there. Whereas right now, there's nothing. They don't have bands anymore. I think all they do is put worship stuff out. But yeah, Toby Mac, yeah, he still tours. We saw him live when I was still doing all that bullshit. They want us to do more emo. Oh, what's that? Oh, so they want us to do more emo, and we were doing a rap rock thing. Oh man, wrong time. Either you were ahead of your time, or they just were over it. But yeah, so it was kind of cool watching and seeing my brother play guitar on stage with DC Talk, like a band that you grew up with. We actually, so all right, we played. You guys ever heard of the band Bleach? If you like DC Talk, you may have heard of Bleach. Another band from the 90s, and we played with them. We played with them on their final tour. It was in Akron, Ohio, I think, or someplace in Ohio that we did a show with them, and they were bitching, man. They sounded great. Oh, Five Iron Frenzy. Oh my God, that's some ska right there. It was 5 Iron Frenzy. It was what was the other big band? Supertones were a regular band. Who was the other big band? Red is a Christian band, and they're incredible. I don't know Red. I think I know Red. That was a really old album, right? Saw them at Cornerstone. Yeah, okay. And the W's is what I'm thinking. Yeah, the W's. Okay. Yeah, we played with Bleach. Who else did we play with? Nobody really popped. But that was kind of cool. Nothing like, because we used to watch like the music videos. They like Christian had their own TRL. It was called something else, I can't remember, but they would play their own music videos and we would watch that. And then, so we would see that. And it was kind of cool to actually play with a band that you would listen to. Less Than Jake. Oh, yeah. That was one too. All right. You guys got me to 23. Did I tell you this story about the girl that threw something at me? I'm gonna start telling it and then just say like, Aaron, you told this one already. So I'm at this gig, and oh man, it's so funny hearing you guys talk about these old ass groups. Yeah, Striper, Petra, Whiteheart, Nouveau. What else was along those lines? How about? Did you guys know that the guy Bob Carlisle, who did the song Butterfly Kisses, which you'll probably play, father, son, or father, daughter dance. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little cotton mouth here. I'm not getting, yeah. Bob Carlisle, let's see if I can pull out the band. He was in a Christian rock band too. What was it called? They had a song called The Chapel or something. I remember this as a kid. Oh, damn it. I want to remember what the band name is without you guys giving it away. Oh, fuck. What was it called? Does anybody know? Bob Carlisle, the band he was in before Butterfly Kisses. It's not coming to my head, and I should. You were ripping bong hits to Striper? That doesn't seem like you were getting the message, bro. Oh man. Remember how funny it was when they were like, the church would release those tracks about, mainstream bands. Kiss was known as Kings in Satan's Service, or AC/DC was Antichrist Devil Child or something. Oh yeah, bro. Michael W. Smith. Yeah, for sure, man. He was a big one. Who else was it? Carmen? You guys remember Carmen? Holy shit. Carmen used to do huge free concerts. He would pack out stadiums. He would pack out and and they were free. And he was known for doing like these epic big songs that would like tell a story. And Allies, that's it, Kenny. Damn, bro. Nice. You got it. Allies. Holy shit, man. That takes me back to being a kid. he would do these huge shows, and it would be like these big epic, where like the devil is like talking and in hell talking to the demons or whatever. He was a big one. Well, anyways, um, I I he did later on. I mean, he lost his popularity, as he got older, and then he ended up doing like these small little church tours. And somebody sent me a picture of him at their church. There was like 8 people, and he was just on a piano, and he just looked depressed as fuck. I'm like, what happened to this guy? Stephen Curtis Chapman. Oh, you sung backup with him? You still have his phone number. He had some good stuff. Amy Grant. Oh, before she went mainstream? Did she married Vince Gill, right? That was such a Jars of Clay. I remember being in high school. I can't believe we're talking about here, but if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm sorry, but we're just going back. Jars of Clay was controversial because that first album was very ahead of its time. It had drum loops. It was very drum loop heavy, very abstract. And people were questioning whether or not they were really Christians because they didn't say Jesus in every word they said. Yeah, Amy Grant, didn't they have an affair with Vince Gill? Didn't she have an affair with Vince Gill or something? What the fuck are we talking about? I remember that being a thing. That was a problem. Sixpence None the Richer was a Christian band, and then they dropped Kiss Me, and that blew them up. Yeah, their first album was great, man. First album was great. Second album had actual drums on it. I remember as a drummer just being like, "There's no drums on this. It's just like the same sound." I can't believe how many of you guys are down on all this. That's cracking me up. How many of you guys knew all this? Who else did I listen to? Tooth and Nail was a record label that had a lot of these people on it. What else was big back then? I'm trying to picture the albums in my head. Oh yeah, Newsboys was a big one. Yes. So did Katy Perry, by the way. So Katy Perry started off as a Christian artist as well, and I remember this, okay, because she had connections with Kevin Max, and she friended me on MySpace. I'm not even kidding. Because of my connection with Monarch and Northern and Kevin and my brother, I remember getting a friend request from Katy Perry on MySpace. And I think she was starting to do the same thing that Dane Cook was doing when he went viral. When he went viral before there was viral, like Dane Cook was a genius. What he did with MySpace, I think Katy Perry was starting her roots that way, and she definitely was doing. I think her parents were preachers or something, and then yes. Her parents, I believe, were preachers, and then she started off that route, and then she just decided I'm not gonna do this. And I remember, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked Her or whatever came out, and everyone was like, "Wasn't this girl on a Christian label?" I think she was on a label, and then she left that, and then she went, Supertones were a Christian. Okay, I thought so. Okay, yeah, and then she went mainstream and then made $1 billion. Unfortunately, she can't write a hit anymore. She can't pick a hit anymore. I recently saw her on a list of what happened to this person. And it's true, in 2010, she was the queen. Every song, that Confection album or whatever that album was called, God, I mean, it was just gold. Every song was a hit. And she just put out Lifetimes again, and it's just not tracking. I don't know. She does not have the gold. Okay, anyways, back to the story. Welcome to the shit show. If you're still here, thanks for hanging out. Hit the like button. Let's get me to 30. Bam. Let's get me to 30. Also wanted to say a shout out to all my members that are here. Thank you for being a member. That definitely supports the channel, keeps me motivated, keeps me making content. Okay, so I must not have told it, so I'm going to tell it. I'm at my DJ booth, and this aunt comes up to me and, was requesting, what the hell was the song? It was a country song that I never played before. I can't remember. But if I've never played it before and it's never been requested before, my rule is I'm probably not going to play it. That's just my rule. That's when someone comes up and I have never in 6 to 7 years heard anybody request this song at a dance, my red flag goes up like, right? Unless it's brand new. If it's brand new, then that's a different thing. And if it's a young person, still a different thing. But I was like, I'm not gonna do that, but I'll get something similar on for it. Give me, whatever. And she just kind of was upset about that and walked off. You know how that goes. And it's just like, let me see what I can do, but I wasn't gonna play it. Well, anyways, somebody else came by and they were talking. I'm at my booth and this girl was talking to me, requesting a song. I was like, okay, and I'm listening to it. And then this woman walks past me again, and she threw her foam stick at me. And I was like, what the fuck? I was so pissed. God damn it. I feel like I told you guys this story. It doesn't, if I didn't, like, I was like, I was about to hit the pause and just stop. Okay. I'm going to take a break. This lady right here hit me with something. And I'm going to calm down and I'll decide whether or not I continue this party. I will decide whether or not I continue this party. I can't believe how close I was to hitting. I don't know if you guys have ever been hit by anything before, but it sent me to another level. And I don't know, maybe I should have. But the couple was just so cool and nice. I didn't want to fuck their party up because their dumbass aunt, threw it at me. She walked past me. What do I have that can do this? It was this. Right? So I'm the chair. And she just kind of did this. And kept walking. Right? Hit me with it. Didn't hurt. That's not the point. That's not the point. And then she came over and was like, when are you going to play my song? And I was like, I said to her, doing shit like that will never get your song played. What's your problem? What's the matter with you? And she said she was sorry. She did apologize. Okay? And I think that helped. She wasn't drunk, just stupid. And when she apologized, that's when I was like, all right, I can cool off from this. You said you're sorry. Okay. And I did, and I still played her song. Some of you guys might be like, why did you do that? I did that because I saw more problems with this woman if I didn't play it. I felt like if I don't play this song, there's my next 1-star review coming right up. And in my head, so she came over and, or when she was there, she's like, I'm like, I'm just not gonna, it just doesn't fit the vibe. She goes, I promise you it's gonna work. And I said, well, pay me, if it doesn't work, I'm turning it off. She goes, I'll give you $100 if it doesn't work. Now, I knew that wasn't going to happen, but I 100% agree. Stupid is worse than drunk. I can't stand stupid. Years ago, I was threatened to be punched out by the groom because I didn't have the song he requested at the moment. This was back in the CD days. Oh, God. What could you do in that moment? Like today, I can basically get it. I pretend I can't get it for a guest, but for bride and groom, I mean, with Tidal, I can get anything. That's why I switched over to Tidal. Tidal has everything. So I can get it. But with CDs, you're like, look through my case, bro. I don't have it. Is there a Borders open around here? That's kind of crazy. I know. I mean, like, I played it, and she kind of was like trying to rally excitement around it. And I could tell. Some people were sort of like, "Oh, I know this one." The whole vibe was like, "Oh, I've heard this." Not like, "Oh, cool." So that's the difference. That's what a wedding DJ. I want to play the songs that don't make people go, "Oh yeah, I heard that one before." That's for dinner. I want to play songs like, "Oh my God, this song, let's go." And that was my party on Saturday. I got to play some really great stuff. They were really into like 2010s hip hop. I went off on that stuff and I hit them with a bunch of, and that's what I want. I don't want the song like, oh yeah, well, they heard of it. Okay, that's great. I've heard of a lot of songs, but not a lot of songs are gonna make me stand on a floor with a bunch of people and move my body. So it's my job to pick the songs that make you do that, not your job. That's why I'm over here and you're way over there. And you threw your foam stick at me. And you almost ended this party, you crazy bitch. So, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I cannot remember the last time I was that angry ever at a wedding. Angry. Like, angry. I've been like, oh, come on, right? But angry. It's just so disrespectful, right? I don't know what she was thinking. See, I kind of agree with you there too, bro. Because when I tell people I don't have it, they look at me like I'm from outer space. They're like, you don't have it. I have it. Like, I know, but it's different. I know you got it. You pulled it up on YouTube. I don't do that. They look at you like, what do you mean you don't have it? We have everything. We got it all. So that kind of that took it away. Being able to have it is too hard. Oh, bro, I'm so full of those all day. All day. I told the bride that he was going to punch me out. She took him in the other room and bitched him out. She came back to me and, well, that's nice. But there's nothing, but you definitely don't want to have that. You don't want to have this guy pissed off at you, but what can you do, especially if they didn't give you a heads up? Let me ask you guys a question too. When you were doing the CDs and you got these requests, did you go out and buy the whole CD for one song request? That just seemed like for $18, $19. Did you do that? And then, you're charging $500. So, like, I can't imagine. Like, how did you get some of these ceremony songs? I guess I'm picturing probably at the time, people, because they didn't have access to everything, they didn't hear everything. So you probably played a lot of the same stuff during the ceremony. Or even further, most of your ceremonies were probably happening at churches, is what I'm assuming. Back in the CD days, you probably didn't do a lot of ceremonies. But now that we do, I had to grab a song off SoundCloud recently because she wanted it. I had to reach out to the artist and figure all that out. She gave me a backup, luckily, but I was like determined to figure that out. Okay, so that's how it went down. That's what I figured. I figured that so you get some random song that you only will play one time at a wedding, and you had to load it and track number 7 and play it. And if it didn't work, how pissed were you? How mad were you? Like, God, $18. I had to wait 2 weeks for this thing to ship. That would drive me nuts. I'd play it all the way through. Now I know why some of you guys don't quick mix. I would be the same. If I paid $18 for a whole CD for one song request and nobody danced to it, I'm playing that whole thing. Riding it out. I do not care if it clears the dance floor. $18 this song cost me. $18. And now where we at? Now people are stealing the music. I don't condone that, but we're there. People, buy your music. Come on now. Record pulls, do it right. Do it right, right? Or the artist will stop making. Maybe that's why we're not getting dance hits anymore. Do you know how much money Bruno Mars would have made if every time we played Uptown Funk, he got a penny? Just 1 penny every time it was played in America on a Saturday? Homie would be pulling in millions. I don't know. I still don't know how that works. I don't know why we can get away with that. How are we getting away with this? I know that like venues have to have that CCLI license, but are they doing it? Our artists are not getting paid when we play their music. That kind of skin is a little fucked up. I don't want to pay, but I understood why I should. I understood why I should. I should. I didn't make this music. I'm playing it. They're not getting paid. How do we incentivize these artists to create more dance hits? Bruno and Lady Gaga just dropped a new song. I get it, right? We want dance hits. We want floor bangers. But it's just, we're not getting them as much as we used to. My guy here's about a half hour back in the conversation. Phil, welcome, bro. Yeah. There's no repercussion to using rips for DJs. That's true. No one's going to jail. No one's getting in trouble. And they're not coming after us. I'm glad. I don't want to be come after. I don't want to have to. I mean, I understand if they're like, hey, DJs, you got to pay. Who could do that to us? I guess the DJ software would end up having to sort of like integrate the music that you're playing and then charge you for it. That would be bullshit, man. I think that would kill the industry. I don't want that to happen. I don't want it to happen, but I do want the artists to get, I want them to get paid too. All right. Thanks for hanging, guys. Holy cow, there's still 50 people here. Hey, hit the like button. If you're here, get me to 40. That's one way to look at it. Hey, you know what though? I mean, for real though, like back in the day, the DJ would play the album on the radio. That was a big deal. You had to schmooze the DJ. You know, he's smoking that big old cigar. Let's hear it. I will hear this song to decide whether or not I played on WDXI. The hits. I make the hits in this town, God damn it. I decide what's a hit and what's not a hit. Back in the day. I mean, but wedding DJs, we're not breaking music. I think I've talked about this before. I wish we could. I wish that during a dance, I could go, hey guys, this is new. Check it out. And drop a dance hit. And then everybody get down. But that would not happen. I would say, hey, this is new. Check it out. And play it. And people would be like, I don't fucking know this song. Off to the bar. Or they come up and request a Luke Combs song. Or a hotel room service. I already played that song, you bitch. I already played it. It'd be so cool to break music. I would love to be able to do that. Can't do it at a wedding. You guys ever tried that before? Breaking a song? Even at a club, I would be terrified to do that. Drop a new song. Is the vibe different there, though? Would they be more down to that? I hope so. All right. Nicholas is done. Wrap it up, motherfucker! It's true. It's 1:30. I gotta go. I'm just teasing, bro. All right, guys. What did we learn today? Recapping. Don't charge for people to go to your lame-ass wedding. And, or you'll make the news. You can accidentally go viral. Because this guy fucking did it. See you next week.